If you've ever wondered what goes on behind closed doors, let me tell you, it's worse than you think. I used to roll my eyes every time my neighbor started up his power tools at midnight, convinced he was just inconsiderate or maybe renovating for profit. But last night, when my cat disappeared and I heard faint scratching beneath my basement floorboards, I grabbed a flashlight and went down to check. That's when I noticed the cold draft behind an old shelving unit, something that had never been there before. I pushed the shelf aside and found a crudely carved hole in the concrete, just big enough to crawl through. The tunnel was tight and smelled of damp earth, but curiosity, and worry for my cat, pulled me in. As I edged along, the walls widened and I realized this passage connected directly to my neighbor's basement. I should have turned back, but the distant sound of digging, steady and rhythmic, drew me further in, echoing like a heartbeat. At the tunnel's end, I stumbled into a chamber lit by flickering candles. The air was thick with the scent of decay. All around me, bones, animal and unmistakably human, were cemented into the walls, forming grotesque patterns. My neighbor knelt in the center, muttering in a language I didn't recognize, arranging bones into a shrine. He looked up, his eyes black and bottomless, and finally smiled as if he'd been waiting for me. Suddenly, a whisper curled through the darkness, threading into my ear, "You're next in line for the foundation." Before I could scream, the floor shifted, skeletal hands reaching from below to pull me under. The last thing I saw was my neighbor, grinning wider, as the tunnel sealed itself behind me, ensuring no one would ever wonder about the noise again.